Hello, 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 hello. How are you doing? Okay, let's get started. Let's let's turn it back around. I do have something I want to talk about, but it has to do with ghost, I guess. But let's just go ahead and see if that even comes up, or I might just have to do a separate reading for that, right? So, but yeah, let's see. So we have the Queen of Wands and the Nine of Swords. All right, these cards just throw themselves out. Okay, the Lovers. Yeah. Yep. Let me see. Is that okay? Oh, this card. Uh, and then we have the Sun. Ooh, ooh, my goodness. Mm. This might be the story, but I'm just going to wait to see some other cards. It's about uh, it's about someone that's passed away. Okay. But it could be for the living as well. You can have the same feeling because energies are energies, whether someone is passed away or not. Someone may still have feelings for you that has passed away and they come around you often, but hoping that they could possibly talk to you, uh, uh, communicate with you somehow. I know this is possible because I didn't want to bring it up, but I was looking through my son's college graduation pictures. I forgot to I forgot to upload them for him for Father's Day. I completely forgot. Um, his graduation was last month, right? But as of last night, I was looking through, I was fixing things on my computer and I happened to go through the pictures trying to delete um, old videos that I did just so I can make space, right, in the computer, so I can make space for in the storage. And then I see his graduation pictures, and I'm like, oh wow, let me see if I can get something out of it and just send it to him, like maybe something on the phone, just send it to him real quick. And then I see his actual the ceremony, and I recorded it, so I just took a clip of it and sent it to him. He was so happy. But then I started looking through the photos. Something was like, look through the photos. So I'm looking through the photos, right? And I didn't get it at first. I didn't see it at first. But then I noticed that there was a man standing behind my son. There was the son that is graduating, not the other two, but one of my sons, the one that was graduating. He was looking up and he waved. He was waving at me, but there was a guy behind him. And I looked closer and closer. The guy looked like a ghost figure. I mean, literally looks like a ghost figure. Let me see. I can show you. But so what I did was like, is that a ghost? And so I'm looking at the pictures before that, and I'm looking at the pictures after that. and simultaneously I can see myself taking clip after clip of photos, like, you know, just clicking and clicking. I can see, and there's nowhere in any of the stages of the pictures being taken does it appear that this guy comes out of anywhere, walks towards us, but everybody else is in motion. Like anyone else, they're near us, in front of us, on the side of us, but no one was actually near me and my family. So, and the doors behind us were locked. That's why we stood in front of it, because they had to lock those doors, and everyone through the graduation had to go through the other doors, right, to leave. So I'm looking through all the pictures, and I'm like, where did this guy comes from? And he looks just like my uh, way past ex, my second son's father, looks just like him in the background. Only his head and his shoulder are shown head and shoulders. Anyway, I have this, I, and I was like, is this a ghost? Because I'm looking through all the photos. There's no way he could have just walked away without the pictures that were in motion. I was taking picture after picture after picture, so there's no reason why that photo, I mean, the photo of this guy is just nowhere. Like I like this. Let me see. Where's the camera? Right there. That's the face. Just the head and shoulder peeking over my son's face right there, behind my son's face. But that's all that was peeking through. And this the door is right behind my son, right? But that looks just like his father before he passed away. My other son's father before he passed away. And the thing is that I recognize him, but he looks more like when he was about to pass away. He looks in more like that than anything. Um, I didn't want to put my son's face in the camera, uh, but in the other photos, you can see that he's plainly not behind him any other time, before or after the photo. And we took family photos in front of the doors. We were the only ones in front of those doors, because they were locked. How did this person get right there? So that's just a ghost peeking around my son's head, but that was it. So I sent that to my son. I said, I think your dad was at the graduation. I told my second son that his dad was at my third son's graduation, right? But I don't know. It just looks like him. But this guy I've never seen this. I've never looked at the photos until last night. Okay. We just took them and I uploaded them, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to make a thumb drive of them later for him. But I forgot to do that on Father's Day. Okay. Uh, I don't exactly know what's going on there. All right. So I don't know if that's part of this story. It just looks like it could be, but this is a reading for the living as well. Okay. All right. Two more cards. But he's been trying to communicate with me, um, pretty much. Uh, the reason I know is because he's tried for months, possibly a year. I think a year ago I may have noticed something, but that's because I was doing tarot, so I may have acknowledged him, but not really. Then months ago, okay, there's the other two. Okay, the Devil card and the Queen of Swords. Okay. So we have the Queen of Wands, Queen of Wands, Nine of Swords, Lovers. So off the bat, someone is very concerned, can't sleep, thinking about a love interest or who they want to pick, who they want to be with. Someone is, but they definitely want to be with someone they're attracted to. They're really attracted with the Queen of Wands here. This person is attracted to someone and they're having like sleepless nights, also wondering why. I with the Devil card here, I'm seeing someone wondering why they can't hold this down and bring it together as a family, because we have the nine of Pentacles with the Ten of Pentacles and then the Devil card and then the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is just like, no, what, I'm shutting it down if you're not bringing this together as a family, because you're dealing with someone that's tempted by lust. Okay, someone's controlling or tempting or tempted or obsessed. Okay, you're dealing with the Queen of Swords facing everything here. It says that this could be your past, someone that did you this way or chose someone else over you, maybe because you were more independent. Okay, you were much more independent than they cared for, pretty much. With the Three of Pentacles, they also wanted public recognition, so they could have just chosen somebody else due to popularity, religion, tradition, okay, and someone that was not, as someone that made them feel like this person was depending on them and you weren't. You probably act too independent, as if you could do things without them. You didn't really fuss too much about them. Could be that they went back to a Ten of Pentacles. Maybe they already had children with someone, or maybe someone just went back home. They weren't interested in dating anymore, so they went to maybe take care of their mom and dad, or decided to go back to school or travel. Somehow, some way, someone left you behind, okay? Decided to uh, do something different. I'm thinking start a home elsewhere, okay? Start building elsewhere. That's what I'm seeing with the Ten of Pentacles. They started to build elsewhere. With the Devil card here, they may have gotten into a relationship that made them very controlling, or they were, or either they were controlling or the other person was controlling. King of Cups, I'm seeing with the Queen of Swords under it. You're not interested. Look, oh my God, look at it. Look, the King of Cups is looking down. Looking down. Like, look at their face. Looking downward at you. Wondering if they can, I'm saying, tell you how they feel. Someone wants to tell you how they feel, but they're wondering if you're going to reject them, because they know right now that you are in that Queen of Swords energy. Maybe not giving someone a second chance. Maybe you may give someone a second chance. They don't know which one it is. But you make them happy intimately. I mean, intimately, when you're together, they can't help but smile, laugh, tease, joke, things like that you guys do together, because the Sun card represents some type of happiness. laughing, joking, maybe tickling, whatever it is, but you're happy at the time that you're uh, in love or making love to this person or just with this person. And you want it back. King of Cups wants it back. They're remembering the time. Uh, oh, okay. I hear regret. They should have just been happy when they met you. They were trying to decide who to choose. And now they're thinking they should have chose you. That's what I'm seeing with this King of Cups right after the happy card, right after the Sun card is I should have chose you. So I'm seeing the universe in this as well. Someone feeling like their world would have been a lot better. Uh, it would have been a lot nicer, more fun, probably. Maybe not too serious. And someone feels like you would have taken their emotions seriously. Because I'm thinking they're dealing with someone that's like, yeah, all right, okay, cool. Stuff like that. Like they're dealing with someone that's not really in love, but will stay in a relationship and play house. Pretty much, I'm getting playing house. So if they've chosen another person, they're pretty much just going with the flow. They think that that person, and with the Three of Pentacles here, they're looking at what everybody else. They think what everybody else would like to have them have. Like what everybody else would approve of. Not really what they want. They're thinking if I choose what I want, then maybe their friends are going to uh, tell them something maybe that they chose wrong. They care more about what other people are saying, okay? Or maybe they've known this person a little longer, and most of their friends and family know this person, so they chose this person. Or maybe it's just a cultural thing or a traditional thing. Uh, Maybe you're with the Nine of Pentacles here, maybe you're too independent. You could be someone that's spiritual and don't even know you're spiritual. You probably don't even know what to call it. If you're just now watching this and don't know about spirituality, you may have to examine your behavior and your beliefs and see where you fall under tradition or spiritual. Traditional or spiritual. Okay. If you can't really hear me, I was a little sleepy, but something says just do this video. Get this video done. So it took me a while to get set up, and when you're not really in the mood to do anything, you got to get all set up and ready. Make sure everything's um, quiet, no music, no TV on, so that it won't be in the video. You got to do a lot of preparing for these things. All right, so Queen of Swords in front of the Devil card. Yep, cutting out anything that's tempting or temptation, any temptations associated with certain people. All right, toxic people as well. Could be family and friends. Doesn't have to only be lovers, because we have you way over here next to the Devil card with the sword pointing towards the Devil card, meaning that anything toxic, tempting, just uh, watching out for anyone that's suspicious, thieves, just sneaky people. You're just keeping an eye out and possibly just cutting people out. using discernment, because you're using the sword as well, using your intuition, discernment, trying to figure out who's good and who's bad around you. But this person has chosen a home life and they feel like it was toxic. But you're saying, hey, you chose that. With the Queen of Swords here facing all these cards, you don't even care about the love making you used to make, because you're here at the bottom of the list here. The bottom of the cards is the Queen of Swords facing everything that has happened. Yes, you realize, yeah, you're attractive. This person, they were attracted to you maybe because of something you said, something you wore, because we have a wand here, or maybe it's just your sexiness or your intimacy. Okay, someone was attracted to you, and you know that. You're looking at it now, and some of the things that they said, you're now seeing it as superficial, because this person, when it's all said and done, you ended up cutting them off. Meaning that with the devil card here, none of this matters anymore to you. Yeah, it was fun while it lasted. That's how it's now, like, okay, and you're like King of Cups. Yeah, I used to compliment you. I used to just shower you with compliments you really didn't deserve. But just to make someone feel good, you try to, especially if you think you're in love or infatuated, you're you want to compliment them to make them feel good. That's what you do. Uh, like, say you have a nice dress on, you would want someone to say it's pretty, right? So that's what you would say to this person. But now you're like, you should have left them alone. So those compliments, you would have just kept them to yourself if you had just left them and just stopped dealing with them. All those extra years and time you spent trying to uh, boost their ego, trying to make them feel good about themselves, those are wasted years. Pretty much, you're like, one time should have been enough for you to just say, hey, no, I don't want to do this anymore. There are people that you don't even spend maybe 2 weeks trying to build their uh, emotions up. You're like, oh, ooh, red flag, and you're out. Red flag, no, I'm not going to build this anymore. 2 days is enough. One day, maybe. Okay. Some people will show you who they are in a day. And it's usually within the day you will see red flags, if there's any that you really do not want. But sometimes we want to give people a chance. So we go into another day and another day, right? It's a waste of time. So I also see that sometimes you may be wondering if it's time to let this go. When is this person going to make up their mind? Sometimes you used to feel like this. Now it's like Queen of Swords energy. You don't feel like this anymore. Now it's the roles are turned. The other person feels this way. They feel this way because they betrayed you. We have the Nine of Swords here, pretty much close to the Ten of Swords. But this is kind of like betrayal here. We're always already at the Nine. Feeling betrayed by a lover. We have the Lovers here. Sometimes you're wondering if it felt so good, why did this person choose someone else? But with the Three of Pentacles here, it says for some type of public recognition. This person that they chose already knew someone, they knew someone, they knew someone. that they were interested in getting to know or network with. Okay, they probably already knew each other's families, and so this person just thought it would be the best thing to do, just go with someone that they already were used to. All right, but I'm seeing this person is learning that, oh, wow, if someone has passed away, that's what I'm getting. Someone, if someone has passed away or you have completely cut someone out, they feel like this relationship is no longer going to happen for them. They feel like they have lost you for good, either in this life or they're in the afterlife. They feel they have lost you for good. You are in the Queen of Swords energy. You're done. And you may also say, hey, well, you chose that person. Now you're throwing love energies at me, but you chose that other person. I'm going to need you to realize you chose the other person. And that's when they're really brokenhearted because they know they chose the other person, and your energy is coming back. Hey, well, I'm Queen of Swords here. You should have chose better. That's the Queen of Swords energy saying you should have chose better. But they're hoping, because they know you from the past, they're hoping you give them a second chance because you are still in the Queen of Swords energy, meaning that you are the energy. Queen of Swords is someone that will cut you off but can give you a second chance. This is not the King of Swords energy. The King of Swords cut you off, you're never coming back. They're done. You're not getting rehired, you're not getting back in the relationship, you're not getting back in their good graces. You're going to be at arm's length with the King of Swords. This is the Queen of Swords. That means the Queen of Swords could cut you off, need time to take a break. It could be years, could be years, could be a decade. Queen of Swords may give you a chance sometime in the future when they have healed. And no one knows, no one tells anyone how long it should take them to heal from betrayal. It may take 40, 50 years to get over betrayal. That's each individual person's choice, but they do not have to, you do not have to love someone just to say, okay, I'm over the betrayal. You do not have to get back with them just to prove it. You do not have to feel forced energies trying to make you um, feel sorry when you're not ready to feel sorry or even feel sorry at all, because you know what happened here is this is a betrayal. And if the person has passed, what can they do? They're already gone. All right. Or if the other person, if you have cut someone off that has just really betrayed you really bad, what can they do to change that? There's nothing they can do to change that because it just happened. And so you're always going to think that betrayal is going to happen again. That's what you're going to think. Whether it happens again or not, they won't get the chance to know. You won't get the chance to know because you're trying to avoid it. You're trying to avoid it. But at this time, if someone is still in, this is still, if there's someone still in the living, then they're living with someone they chose over you, and they're regretting it because it's a toxic relationship, or they're just not getting along. They're not happy. How do you have the Sun card above the Devil? They're pretending to be happy, pretending to be happy, pretending to be emotionally fulfilled. So they just pretend in front of people that they're kissing or saying like dear and darling, and those emotional things that make people think that things are still okay. King of Cups right next to the Sun card. Then we have the Devil card and the Queen of Swords. Okay. Some of these Queen of Swords may be very controlling to their um, King of Cups, because the King of Cups is an emotional person. They're looking for something emotional at this time, this King of Cups. And the Queen of Swords is like, I got what you want. I dare you to leave. I dare you to try me, because I'll take what you have. I'll take everything you got. I'll I will this Queen of this other, I'm not talking about the Empress, the true Empress Queen of Swords. I'm talking about the Empress upside down. The ones that are pretending to have a good relationship, but they're really not happy in it. That's the Empress upside down. The one that's also controlling in the relationship, because they know their King of Cups wants to be there for them emotionally. This is an emotional King of Cups as well. This is somebody that grew up a certain way in their family. So this is an emotional person, but they are in their king energy, meaning that they are responsible. Okay. If they're in the King of Cups, that means they're a responsible person, but they're just an emotional person. They like, uh, they like, I'm thinking recognition for what they've done. It helps. Okay. Like I said, it's just how they grew up. Some people don't need that. Some people do. And then maybe this Queen of Swords is very cutthroat, because they have something that this King of Cups wants, or holds something over their head, meaning that it could be some kind of financial reason, or they could be together because of finances, or the person needs a home to stay. So this King of Cups is like probably also cheaper to keep her, cheaper to keep him, whatever. Okay. So this Queen of Swords energy is at the bottom here for the upside down Empress, meaning that maybe this King of Cups came into a relationship with uh, a Queen of Swords that was independent. Okay. And they're like, oh, you're independent. You're financially stable. There's something toxic here. Someone's pretending to be happy. They're not emotionally fulfilled. Okay. But they feel the only reason that this person entered this relationship is because there's a family dynamic in here. There's generations of family in this person's household. There's probably mother, father, grandmother, cousins, aunts. There's a lot of people that they may have come from a small family, or they may have come from a family that was dysfunctional. So they're, or even if they go into another family, there's dysfunction there too. But what I'm saying is that maybe they come from a family, a small family, or something that they haven't had, and they see this Queen of Swords as the family they can have other than their original. So this person is going into this for the recognition. I mean, it's just, hmm. But I'm also seeing maybe they were afraid that someone was going to take this, whoever, from them. Uh, they had to make a decision between two lovers, between a lover and another. Okay, this is why they couldn't sleep. They're trying to think, should I make a decision? because if I don't, then someone else may take that person. But they're not emotionally in it. They're just making a quick decision because they don't want someone else to take it. All right? Because they say someone else may find you attractive. And so they kept them up at night thinking, if I don't act now, then someone else is going to take this from me. So I'm guessing pregnancy, the lovers, I'm guessing pregnancy was the next thing to get this person connected to them. So with the sun card, remember, there's usually a baby on bareback. I just thought about this when I was thinking. So they may have decided getting this person pregnant was the way to keep them with them. But emotionally, they're looking at their cup like they're not really emotionally happy. Not at all. And they're looking at the Queen of Swords because the Queen of Swords, this is someone that has something now over them, because if they've gotten this person pregnant, now is like, okay, you have this family now. You recognize that you now have this family. You're not you're not alone anymore, because this is the independence card. You're no longer alone. Right after independence comes home and family and tradition, marriage, home, family life, buying a new home possibly, or moving in together. So you go from recognizing that you're no longer independent on your own, but now you're a family. But you do have a little bit of toxic energy in this dynamic because it was not built on an emotional it was not an emotional connection. It was a connection of convenience. That's what this is. And so we have the Queen of Swords. So with the Queen of Swords facing the Devil card, it just tells me there's something still toxic. Just someone pretending to be happy. It could be the Queen of Swords. The Empress upside down here. It could be the Queen of Swords is unhappy in this relationship. And so when they're unhappy, they may do some things that are controlling, with the Devil card being right next to it. Okay. Or you see, that's what I'm saying. And the sword could be saying, well, if you do this, I'm going to cut you off. I'm going to keep the child from you. I'm going to keep money from you. Whatever they are in control of. Possessive, obsessed. Something's going on here. Oh. Ask your angels. I'm going to do that. What's going on here? Is this accurate? Everything I've said, majority of what I've said. Have I read the card? Look, ask your angels falls out. It was at the bottom. I said it, but then it just it throws itself out. It's pretty cool, right? Is there anything else? Is there anything else that the angel cards need to say? Reconsider. So this person is like, if you're thinking of pretty much, if this is what you're thinking about, somebody is probably hmm, reconsidering this relationship. So it could be the Queen of Swords coming to her senses or his senses and saying, you know what, this is too toxic. I have no emotional, this person is not emotional towards me. They're not showing any compassion. They're not hugging. They're not kissing. They're not doing all these things that make you uh, feel romantic. Someone's not feeling really romantic. Uh, I have a feeling there may be, uh, if they don't split up, I'm seeing cheating. Okay. It says reconsider, so it could be Queen of Swords reconsidering, but it could be since they're both not happy, they're both not even in the same energy. One's cutthroat, one's emotional. One holds back their feelings, and when they do, the other one uh, does things that are cutthroat, meaning hold things back, indirect things, but pretty much cut you off from whatever it is that they hold over you. Okay, so it could be cut you off from sex, which is very toxic in a relationship when you're withholding sex as a weapon against your partner. That's weird. Um, Pretty sure people have done it, and when you educated on why that's not right and how that leads to cheating, okay, because if you're using it as a way to punish, then it's going to lead to temptation. Okay, because I see this right here, the King of Cups with a Queen of Swords. That's not going to work out. That's not even this. That's not even counterparts. Yes, it's pretending to be happy. Is how do you have a devil card and a sun card? How are you happy to be in a toxic relationship? You're pretending that this family situation is okay. You're pretending in front of others that you're happy. That's what's going on. The universe is having, please reconsider this relationship. You're both reconsidering, but you're probably not saying anything, or you're indirectly saying things or doing things with the King of Cups, doing things like holding back how you feel. And then this Queen of Swords cutting things off, pretty much. So they're both doing toxic things um, to each other. So with the Devil card, to see anger, or the King of Cups sitting by himself, going to the car, sit by themselves, or have need time to themselves. Queen of Swords with the sword there, it could be telling, you could be telling your business with the Devil card, telling telling others the truth. But I also see temptation. Hopefully, um, anyway, but the universe, their advice, ask your angels, and the angel says, reconsider staying in this relationship if you're in it. Reconsider. Do you really want to live like this? That's what they said. I didn't have to make that up. Yes, to reconsider this relationship. I heard you better think about what you're trying to do to me. Yeah, think. Um, okay, I'm gonna bring out the other cards. So I saw 4 4 4 4. Wow. So Queen of Wands clarifies the Queen of Wands. Is there something else we need to talk about? Uh, With the black cat, there's maybe a little bit of caution. See, universe saying, please reconsider. Or it could be that you were being foretold that you're going to need a lot of strength if you're going to go into this relationship. It's going to take a lot of strength to try to build it, to try to grow this thing, because we see a sunflower there. You're going to need a lot of strength to hold this relationship up, a lot of it. So that's why the Queen of Wands came out, because I wasn't done explaining it, I guess. So it's pretty much when it says reconsider, just realize this is a battle that you probably have lost, and just take your loss. Okay, just take the loss. At least you tried. But that's what you can say to some people, but they have to learn on their own. This is just a message. But there are people that will watch this message and still stay in the situation that's toxic. And there's just nothing I can do. I'm just here to give the message. Yeah, they will find every reason to find this message to be disturbing in a way, but they know it's true. All right. Okay, clarify the lovers. The cards is like, what do you want us to do? Clarify the lovers. Ooh, what did I say? Look at this. What is that? That looks like people reconsidering. The universe says you either reconsider, ask your angels, and then they said reconsider, because this is what's about to happen. You don't do it yourself, the universe will do it for you. So you're too content. The universe wants you to go back to being independent. They want you to go back to the time when you were emotionally satisfied, because this King of Cups is not emotionally satisfied. I said that already. They want you to go back to a time when you were most emotionally satisfied with just being by yourself, or just dating without being serious, because right now you're pretending to be emotionally satisfied. They also know you want to go back to this, where you just didn't have to worry about someone you really didn't care about emotionally, and didn't have to pretend. It's happening. This tower moment is going to happen whether you do it yourself or not. Unfortunately, when you don't do it yourself, you may have you may have situations where other people are involved. You may have uh, tragedies. You may have uh, reputation, uh, your reputation messed up. I mean, it's just like when you don't do it yourself, it says reconsider, meaning get out of this thing. Speak up. Yeah, but it's not meant to be. But got to let people learn. Gotta let people learn. Oh, there's another card behind it. Okay. Mm. Yes, some gossip. Yeah, the tower. Oh, that's what's gonna happen when the universe tears this down. The gossip, the gossip, the gossip. Mm. People that have been watching you, social media, if you posted your relationship on it, this person, one or both of you, whoever's been on social media more, with the sword there, maybe the Queen of Swords, the Empress upside down, tearing down this person's reputation. Mm, mm. Now see, that's why the Devil card is right next to that, right next to this Queen of Swords. Cutthroat. That's what's about to happen. She's about to tear down your reputation. reputation and watch you, stalk you. Mm-hmm. He or she, I don't know. Wow. It's it's a thing. It's a thing out there. Yikes. Let me move these cards so you can see them. This is not good. It's not good. But what is the lesson that's supposed to be learned this lifetime from this relationship? And mm, and I just heard this. If someone has passed, if someone has is in the afterlife right now, as I'm doing this reading, they're already passed. Their feelings is like maybe when they passed away, because if they didn't reconsider it, the universe took it away, and it may be that they had some type of illness or something bad happen, and so they couldn't fight that battle, whatever it was. Reconsider. But at the same time, we have the tower. Also talks about uh, inspiration or an aha moment. Sudden. This is a sudden change. Sudden change. But even after this happens, someone will now be emotionally released from this situation because it was toxic. It is toxic. They're emotionally satisfied or just happy to be out of it. I don't think they're gonna want another relationship, for a while. With the Nine of Cups, and they're folding their arm. They're like, but they are definitely gonna have a stalker, someone watching them, keeping an eye on them. That's just what stalkers do, right? Especially if you have children together and this person is really possessive, or their family or friends are possessive or helping them stalk, or someone that, well, it could be someone that didn't want you together in the first place, is watching for your downfall. That's what is. I mean, it wasn't supposed to. It wasn't meant to be in the first place. Well, I don't know about meant to be. You weren't supposed to do it in the first place, but you did it. Now you're out of this relationship, but there's someone like really in the "I told you so" or laughing, pretty much just whatever. I'm with the Page of Swords. You remember that's also a card of discernment, meaning that someone could be like, "Hey, I told you not to." It could be someone that's very wise that also said, "Hey, this was going to cause problem. It's going to cause gossip. It's going to cause a lot of problems if you do this," but they didn't listen. So in this, okay, the lesson they were supposed to learn this lifetime was how to make better decisions. That's all they're learning. This is a learning situation, um, to how to make better decisions next time. This is a stepping stone. They're like, okay, I'm not doing this again. This is a lesson they were supposed to learn. All right, yeah, and it's the number 8 here. They're gonna have to walk away. Learning how to make decisions, information, schooling, college, sports, trying different things. So whomever is going through this has gone through a lot. Maybe also trying to find out their sexual preference. Maybe that's what was also a problem in this relationship. Maybe they weren't really sure about a love interest, because we have the devil card here. It could be all kinds of lust or temptations or just unhappiness. Okay, something here. So, this, when it talks about decisions, it could be like, let's say someone was smoking, because it has a picture of a cigar, and then it has a picture of a cigarette, but it has a do not smoke symbol around it, right? Around the cigarette. So it could be that someone's smoking, you're like, hey, it's not good for you, don't smoke, and they continue smoking, and then one day they have that tower moment. All right. There's this battle that you just like, okay, well, I told them not to smoke. It's not a battle for me to fight. And then boom, cancer of some sort, from lung cancer maybe. Boom, they get this news. All right. But when they get this news, I'm seeing that there's some healing process with the Nine of Cups in the yellow. After this tower, there's a healing process of accepting a decision that they made. And they have this, like, the steps, the grieving process, accepting, now coming to a realization that they're not making that mistake anymore. Okay, they're getting a lot of emotional support as well, so they don't need the cigarette anymore. But then there's still going to be those that were like, hey, I told you so, with the Page of Swords energy, like, hey, I kind of gave you that discernment. I told you, hey, this is going to happen one day. It's not all about smoking. It's just the decisions we make. The universe says, please reconsider. Remember, the angel card says, ask your angels. And then you ask your angels, and they said, reconsider. Reconsider some of the decisions you've made. Think about it. That's just what you're supposed to learn this lifetime from this experience right here. So with the Queen of Swords energy, if you're in your higher self energy, would be the Empress upright, would be to use that Queen of Swords energy to cut off toxic things that are not healthy for you, people that are not healthy for you, so that you can enjoy your family life, your independence, your work, things you're recognized for, whatever you do. Recognized for being a teacher, a mom, a dad, a student, whatever. You just concentrate on that. And sometimes you may have to keep your emotions to yourself at the King of Cups. And we're going backwards, right? Sometimes you have to keep your emotions to yourself from those that don't deserve that emotional uh, dessert. Okay, they don't get dessert because they didn't do the work. Okay, so emotional dessert. Okay, happy, but share your emotions with whom you want to. Test the waters, see if you're happy with this person, with this new love interest. Okay, and I'm seeing, don't worry. You may be worried about whether this person is still attracted to you next year after that, with the Queen of Wands right after, but you'll be fine. Okay. Ooh, man. It says you're just their type. Well, I saw the card that says their type. That's what it said, don't worry. So when you start focusing on getting rid of the toxic situations, you reconsider, and let that tower fall. Uh-oh, the cards are just coming out on their own. That's karma. It says that that tower card there, I just saw the word Saturn, means there's karma. This is, oh, that's why I said, I told you so. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of like their karma for doing something they were told not to do, but they did it just to keep someone from being with someone else. That's the only reason they did it. They really didn't want it. Okay, so did I shake this up enough? Okay, so it says to mention that the good karma is this right here. Things that are going to start happening with the Nine of Cups. Your good karma is going to come in after the Tower moment. That's when the good karma is going to come in, because you're going to, you will have released this, which you didn't have a choice. One of you is going to tear this down, or someone else is going to tear it down. Meaning, someone's either going to cheat, or someone's family is going to tear it apart. Okay, either your family or their family. This is going to fall apart somehow. You may have to be careful. You may have to let someone know, like if you're being followed, this is to wave your arm out, to let somebody know that someone's a stalker. You may have to use that tactic in case someone's pretending that they know you, or they're with you or something like that. So wave your arms out to warn of a stalker. Wow, didn't I say that someone's going to be stalking? Man. Okay, there's some cards that fell, and I don't want to be in the photo, in the video, but looks like, okay, I got them. There's two cards that fell. Whoa. Wow. Child. Didn't I say someone was... Then we have a car note. Ooh, I don't like that. Ooh. Someone was in the relationship for the child and the car notes to be... So someone's paying child support and a car note. That's why they are staying in the relationship. It's cheaper to keep her if you're going to end up paying child support, and maybe the car note is high. Then they're both, living. So if they are apart, this person has a large car note, possibly car insurance plus the car note included. That's probably pretty high, and then they have child support they would have to pay. But someone is staying because of that. Oh my God. Why did the two cards that fell on the floor? This is some freaky stuff. This is some freaky stuff. Of course, that would make sense. But they're staying in it. They're not happy. I told you the sun card that represents child. And look where I put it, man. I just didn't realize that. Whoa. So someone's going to have a stalker in their hand. God dang it. So, it says, but there's a tower moment coming. Where's this tower moment coming from, then? Mr. Too Damn Good to You is this person. Oh no. So this person, I did a video called Mr. Too Damn Good. Maybe that was just too damn good because they started being really good to this person. They thought they wanted this relationship. Oh man. I'm not even gonna go more into that. This is too close to this for this to come out. This is just like this too close to someone I know. That's crazy. Sudden peace of mind. Whoa, look at this. See, the words are just speaking for me. Look at this. Sudden peace of mind. Get the freak out of here. No wonder the rating wanted me to do this tonight. Sudden peace of mind. Even this is in pink. Even the deceased in spirit, they feel a sudden peace of mind that they have passed away and they were in a relationship that was toxic. They were in a relationship that they weren't even in love with the person. So right now, if they're passed away, not some of these people, the reading is not for people that have passed away, but for those that have passed away, they have some peace of mind because they're not with that person anymore. They don't have to be with that person anymore. But what's happening is that they're in love with someone that's passed away. They're in love with someone that's either still living or has passed away. They're in love with someone else. They just have this sudden peace of mind that they're not with this other person anymore. The Empress upside down. Empress upside down energy. Something about your pet. It's in red though. It's not in pink. It's something about your pet. So you guys might have a pet. Some of you may have a pet together with this person, and you're like, man, who's gonna keep the pet? Oh my gosh, I don't know anybody there's a couple that has a pet that might split up. I used to know a couple that had a pet and they split up, and twice this person ended up giving the dogs to the ex. Because they fought harder for the dogs, and plus this person had a military job anyway, so couldn't really keep the pet. But the exes end up keeping the pets. Okay, so you might have a situation here, but this one I'm talking about. This was like over 20 years ago, so this has nothing to do with what's going on now. This is just something I know that people are going to have to deal with is your child, your car note, and your pet. These are the things that you have to worry about when you're splitting up from relationship. But someone says F all that because they want some peace of mind. Okay. And some of these people, they're going to walk away with the number 8. And then some are in the afterlife and they feel like it's just a sudden peace of mind. They may have left due to illness or old age, something natural or unnatural, whatever it is. They are saying they have a peace of mind that they're they no longer are connected or even have to be uh, with that person that they used to be with. And some of these people have remarried. If someone has passed away, some of these people have remarried someone else, and the partner that has passed away, the ex-partner that has passed away is on the other end. They're seeing the person that their ex has chosen and how the ex is acting. The ex is not even thinking about them. When they passed away, the ex moved on to someone new. and doesn't even put energy into the person that has passed away that they so-called were married to. So when they were married to this person and this person passed away, that person didn't hold that energy, their energy near and dear, and think about them every day, all the time. They actually moved on and probably was relieved that the person passed away so they can move on. That's not everyone. I'm saying that in this type of toxic energy, that person couldn't wait for the other person to be gone. Now that they're in the afterlife, they see just how much the person didn't really care about them. Now this person that's in the afterlife wants to show their love to someone that is still in the living. They want to show their love. They want to appear. They want to show up. They want to tell you how much they wanted to see you before they passed. All that stuff's happening. 11, I mean, it was like 1, 1, 1, 1. See what I'm saying? Mm. They want to be good to you now, but they want to be good to you now, but I'm seeing some peace of mind, meaning that your angels are going to have to bust this relationship up. The angels are going to have to do it because this came up with angel colors. Pink means the angel colors. That's, I was told to put them in the words that are direct from the angels in pink. And so it says sun, peace of mind. That's the 9 of cups. It says that's what they want. It says you're going to have to give up these things in order to get that peace of mind. You're going to have to let this person cut you off from your child. Okay? You're going to have to cut yourself off from this person's money and deal with your car note somehow. Get help, move in with family or friends, something. Your pet, probably have to let them have the pet, or you keep, if you cannot agree, just let them have it. You'll be fine. You'll have the sudden peace of mind you need. Unfortunately, it's not easy to just say, oh, let go of the child. But this King of Cups is fighting a Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords here is financially, remember, financially stable and independent when this King of Cups met them. Or when this King of Cups met this person, maybe they weren't financially independent, but they are now because they're Queen of Swords. They are now. You've already sewn into the Queen of Swords. Now she's Queen of Swords. So if she was a page or just a 9 of Pentacles before, she's a Queen of Swords now. So you're going to be fighting in court, or you're just going to have to let go. And you may want to check your devices, because whomever you're leaving could be spying on you, could be secretly recording you through something you have, your electronics, your car, your phone, or something that they're doing, maybe secretly recording you. You never know. There's weirdos out here. Uh-oh. Oh no. I didn't mean to drop that. Okay. That was loud. Sorry about that. Okay. That's my pen holder. It's a big old thing with tons of pens in it. All right. So, what was I saying? Yeah, like I said, there's weirdos out there. They try to hack into your computer, your laptop, your car devices, however they're doing it. Some of you may have a classmate that admires your work, maybe on the internet or in class, or maybe you graduated together, something like that. I don't know why I said that. Maybe that's significant to someone. Why that comes out. So that back then, nothing. I don't want to talk about those cities and states or countries at that. It was a long conversation. All right, what this about this video? I want to now chase your love. I deserve you. Only you. Wow, only you keeps coming up lately. Only you. It came up in another one of the videos I did. It says only you. So I deserve you. Someone wants to be with you and they feel like they deserve you and only you. So that's what it looks like. That's what I said. Somebody now is wanting to dedicate themselves to someone that they feel they have an emotional tie to. Someone that's emotional. They want someone that has feelings. Because they were dealing with someone that was cutthroat. Someone that was very harsh and possibly rude and mean before they broke up or before they passed, whoever. We're talking about the living and the deceased. Okay, we're putting both energies here because energies exist, living or dead. Okay, so someone wants to now chase your love, the love that you was trying to offer before. And it's like you may be in your Queen of Swords energy, but they're looking past that. They're looking past that. They're looking past your being upset because they're offering a King of Cups energy. Meaning, I want to now see, looking down at the Queen of Swords, there you and the past person they used to be with are holding were and are holding a sword. You are holding your sword because you're protecting yourself from them treating you bad again. But the other person was holding up a sword, meaning they were cutting off uh, certain things from this person to get their way, okay, or to show that they were upset about something. So you're both. This person is familiar with the Queen of Swords energy, but they know you. They know better. They know your real, authentic self. They know you, and they're hoping that they can get you to put the sword down and go back to being a Queen of Cups because they're using the Queen of Cups energy, which is the energy you used to use when they were using the King of Swords energy on you. Cut you off completely. Chose someone else, married someone else, pretty much just cut you off completely. Didn't care how you felt. Cold. Now they've put down the sword and want to pick up that cup that you had and say, don't you remember you wanted us to share? You wanted us to be together? Don't you remember? I want that now. Remember you used to love me? You used to want me? You used to kiss me? You used to love me? But at the same time, they remember how they used to pretend or try to make you the other person, or pretend your intimacy wasn't good enough because they were comparing you to the other person. They were comparing you to other sexual partners, although you were the one with affection for them. They were comparing you to people that had no affection for them, actually was really ruthless to them, but chose them, that other person. Now it's, oh, okay. It's possible you two have a child together, whether this person is living or passed away. Could be that you have a child together. Okay. Oh, I just heard if someone's passed away, um, it's kind of like um, maybe they like your pet if you have a pet. Okay. Maybe they're trying to tell you something, or maybe they told you to get a pet. Maybe suddenly you felt like you wanted to get a pet. Maybe it's them wanted you to get a pet for your child. Wow. Hmm. Huh. Huh. Mr. Too Damn Good to You. Somebody wants to get you a new car or pay your car notes. See, I'm getting a new message. A new message. Of the, see, now I'm at the Emperor. I'm the Empress, the Queen of Cups energy, where you're starting to get the emotional side, the fulfilling side, the sudden peace of mind. Uh, Hold on. My show went off. I put it back on. Man. So this person wants to be really good to you. Uh, they are getting through. They have to leave this tower moment. They try to hold on to this, but the battle is done. There's nothing they can do to salvage this. This is a no-win situation here. Five of Swords, no-win situation. Why? Because there's a tower moment right after that. It says you can't win, buddy. Let it go. Reconsider. Oh, you're not? All right, boom. Universe said we'll do it for you because we got another path for you to take. You're slowing yourself down. It's time. You have a timeline when you have to reconsider because your path is saying, come on, come on. Yeah, you're supposed to be on another stage. Decisions have to be made. If you're not going to make it, universe tears things down. It gives you chances. Tells you, hey, it's time. But you're going to have this sudden peace of mind once it's done. But it's going to take all this. It's going to be gossip. It's going to be spying. It's going to be, whatever there. Stalker energy, which is, oh, man. Anything else from the cards here? All right, so I think this person's just used to be in the upper class. They feel someone who feels like they may go back to living middle class or poverty. But you have sudden peace of mind once you leave this situation. Maybe, like I said, maybe some type of public recognition. All right, so King of Wands. Oh, I was supposed to talk about the King of Wands. All right, so yeah, there's the King of Cups energies. How this person met you. But I'm thinking, I'm being told the King of Wands because I was going to say that, but then I forgot. So it's like, okay, let me remind you, you're going to talk about that. King of Wands is that sexual attraction, or you may have met uh, due to a business meeting, or just sexually attracted to each other, or someone just was very uh, passionate about their words and they attracted you to them. All right, very confident and charming, confident and charming. Maybe that's how you both met. Okay, because we see the lovers here. But I think someone was not sure who to be with. Maybe they just met you, you were so attractive, and you both would just hit it off. But I'm seeing that they were worried, or they were trying to decide who to be with. I'm seeing sleepless nights here because maybe the other person was, they were going back and forth to the other person. Maybe the other person is making phone calls and saying, I want to be with you and such and such. So it's like they're thinking, who should I be with? But maybe a final decision was made because they had to think about a child maybe they already had, car note, maybe, paying a car note, and maybe they had a pet. Maybe they're thinking about all these things that they did not want to leave behind. So they went back to that relationship, start playing house again, but it's still toxic. Person still cutthroat with their words, fighting. This person, so this person wants to go back to that Queen of Wands and King of Wands energy. That's, I almost forgot this. This is why, oh wow. See that? They want to go back to when you guys, uh, when you both, King of Wands and Queen of Wands, they want to go back to that energy where you both were making love. Yep. And I think this person maybe was complaining about how you made love, or how, you know, maybe you didn't move a certain way like the other person, or talk a certain way, or made noises the way the other person did. But now they're like, I'll take whatever you do. This person is like, you know what? That person didn't love me anyway, but I wanted you to be like them because I thought they were the one for me, but I was hoping that you could be like them. But you weren't, so I had to go back to choosing them. But now they're like, that person didn't really love me. We're not together. They married someone else. They're with someone else, and I'm by myself. And I want you back. You pretty much say they want someone back that they really knew cared about them emotionally. They want that person back. They're thinking about the times when you used to be in, when you were intimate, and thinking about the times they would complain that you didn't do certain things a certain way. Now they're like, I'll take whatever you got. I'll do it. They're like falling in love with the thought of the way you used to do things intimately, or talk and walk. They're like, I'll take that any day over all the things that I chose. It's like they're regretting everything, and they'll take whatever you got, and they'll love it. What is that? What is that card? I want I want to now chase your love. I deserve you. Only you. You see what I'm saying? I want to now chase your love. They'll do whatever it takes. They're like, I wish I had known. Pretty much, I wish I had known better, I guess. If this person had a chance to be with you intimately again, they would do everything, like anything, everything you want. Mr. Too Damn Good to You, but this time for the right person, with the right person. Yeah, after that tower hits, is going to have that sudden peace of mind to move on. And this person, this person is probably someone you used to chase, and they used to run from you. But it says, I want to now chase your love. I deserve you. Wow. The words I deserve you is like you're the best thing since ice cream and cake, and they didn't know it. They had it the whole time and just had it sitting there. The ice cream is just melting. They're pinching off crumbs on the cake, but not eating the whole cake. Okay? You're offering cake and ice cream. They're letting the ice cream melt, and they're just pinching off the cake. This time they want to devour the cake and just like slob all over the ice cream. Just like, I don't know. That was kind of, yeah. Anyway, yeah. However it go. Anyway, it's like now they want you when you're done, when you're fed up. They want to go back to the Queen of Wands and King of Wands energy when you first met and you hit it off. And this time, no complaints. If they could just rewind the hands of time, no complaints this time. Everything about you is going to feel good, taste good, is good. If they could turn back the hands of time. And that's a song by R. Kelly. You can listen to that song. It's just a song. All right. Just words in the English dictionary. It's just a song. Listen to it. Doesn't matter who sang it. It's the words in the song that matter. Everybody got the day in Judgment Day. That's all I gotta say. Okay. So we have that. I don't know if there's anything else. Where is their heart? Where is their heart with you? Well, that's too many. There's three of them. I just want one or two. When it comes to you, where's their heart at? When it comes to you as the real empress, the one they really care for, strengthening bonds. Wow. They want to strengthen the bond between the both of you. That's what I'm getting. Make you as one, because the number one is there. How do you strengthen a bond and it's the number one? Making you first in their life, putting you first. That's what I'm seeing, putting you first. I'm seeing wedding. I'm seeing recognition. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, well, it's there. I couldn't stand it up. Oh, there. Whew. Anything else? It's over an hour. Might as well keep going. I think something else just flipped. Rebuild. Rebuilding your heart. It's going to take a while to get you to open up, to mend your heart. It's going to take a while for them to rebuild trust as well, so that you can accept their offer, or accept them back in your heart, or accept that they're not going to break your heart. How does this person feel? Oh, goodness, I didn't even ask yet. I saw healed. Okay. They're healing at this time. Okay. How does this person feel at this time about their ex? Stupid cards. How do they feel in their heart about this ex? This that's about to be a tower moment. Three. I don't want three cards. I need one card. Let me explain three. I want to explain one card. How does this person feel? Oh my gosh. All right, they don't want me to do it. I'm done. I'm not going to keep going. All right. What does this person want with you? The Empress in the upright position. The Queen of Swords in the just transformation. Transformation, and it also talks about transformation in death as well. When I see the transformation in someone that's passed away here, I see that they want to change the dynamic between you and them. They want you to give them the attention you used to give them when they were still in the living. So if you have a partner that has passed away, a lover that has passed away, this may be your reading, okay? But it could be for those that have not passed away too. I'm saying this is your reading. If you have a lover that's passed away and they were in the arms of someone else before they passed, and you knew that they were not meant to be, that you could see it, others could see that they weren't meant to be. Well, they're actually they're the one trying to reach you telepathically, spiritually. They're in love with you. And although it's too late in the flesh to even show you that, they're wanting to get you to fall in love with them because you're single. You don't have someone. You're not with someone. You're single, and they see that you're single. And they're like, well, since you don't have anyone, maybe I can slide in and show you I love you or appear to you. So also, this is what I was told by angels. Even though the cards are not saying that, I was told by angels to have you, like some of you, if you went to a ceremony of any type lately, um, if you took a lot of pictures of the person that was graduating or getting the honors, take a look at some of the pictures that you've taken and look for anyone that's out of the ordinary in your photos. Like I showed you, there was someone behind my son, but it was just a head and a shoulder, head and shoulders. Anyway, and but this person is nowhere in any of the other pictures, and we don't know where he came from. But it looks like a blur, as it looks like a ghost as well. But everybody else, you can see them moving in the pictures, like picture after picture. You can see the person that was in the last picture moving in the next picture, like in motion. They're moving like a motion picture, right? But this particular person that was behind my son that's graduating, he's nowhere to be found in any of the other pictures. Like there's no way he could have came through the doors behind us because they locked them. No one could go through them. Security had locked it. Everyone had to use a certain door to get out. That's the thing, is that where did this person that was behind my son come from? And then he looks just like my other son's father that passed away over 15 years ago. So he passed away about 20 something years ago. So yeah, about 20 some, about 22, about 22. Yeah. So, and it looks just like him. The mustache, but the thing is that he only is like he was only peeking around the corner, peeking on the side of my son. But then in the next photo, my son leans down to kiss his son, and in the stroller, and there's this guy is nowhere to be found in the next photo. But the other people there in the background are still in the photo, moving. You can see that they moved more into the picture going forward. But this guy is nowhere to be found in any of the photos at all that show motion, the next motion. This guy, at least it should show him going, walking away, but it's just a head and a shoulder. So watch out for those. Watch out for that, because this is a real life. I just showed you in the beginning of the video. You can actually see a person right there. It looks just like my son's father. But you know, they may try to tell you there's people that passed away that did not choose you, and it was too late. They had a tower moment. If they didn't choose you, well, they now see, if you're single, they now see that you are worth it. They're watching you. They see your life. They're like, man, this person was really a faithful person. I could have. Why did I choose this type of person? And I see that I would have had a good time with this person right here, and I did have a good time. I just chose wrong. So that's what's going on there. Clarify child. Something keeps saying the word child is in front of me. So let me clarify that. What's going on with child? Indifference and loss. So, oh my God, that is so true. Some of your children that are still living, and their parent has passed. The children feel no way they don't feel anything about their father or whoever. If this is their father, because this is like a male energy. This is masculine energy. Whomever this person is, their indifference about the loss. And it's a battle they don't want to fight. They don't really care. So some of them, you may tell them, hey, this person showed up, you're in the photo. Like if I was to tell my son that, I don't know how he'll react. Okay, so I'm gonna wait for the reaction, but I have a feeling there's a Four of Cups energy and a Five of Swords energy. They don't. It's like they weren't close or they weren't together. He passed away before he was even 2, so it's kind of like they don't know how to feel, because it's a loss that they cannot control. There's nothing he can do about it. And so if you have a child and this person didn't get along with your child, or didn't even get to know your child, and you were together with this person and you were together, but they chose someone else, the child is probably feeling a little indifferent, because they're saying, well, why didn't they stay with my mother? If they have a child together, why didn't you stay with my dad? Something like that. So the child is indifferent about they care less about this person that's passed away's feelings, and they probably don't want to talk about it with you either. Okay, so wow, it's a weird way to clarifying this, and it says that the child feels no way, feels nothing for this loss. They feel like it's nothing that they could have done. With the Five of Swords, it's something. It's like they couldn't have. It's nothing they could have done, because they couldn't keep your dad, in the home. They couldn't keep their mom in the home, so they couldn't keep you guys together because they were a child. They couldn't keep this person from going and choosing someone else. There's nothing they could have done. And if this person passed while they were a baby, there's nothing they could have done at all either. So they're indifferent about whether this person shows up in a picture or even tries to communicate with them. They're indifferent. They care less. So we, unfortunately, maybe, yeah, maybe the people that have passed away need to hear this. And people in the living need to hear this too, that their children are going to feel indifferent about whether they ever meet them or not, living or passed away. Because there's a lot of people right now, they're when you talk about dads, they're like, they don't know their dads, so they don't care. Dad wasn't there, so they don't really care. That's how people are feeling. That's how people's children are feeling about their fathers. And that's unfortunate. But it's happening because as the fathers are not in the home. Wow. Did I say 3 of Swords? Oh, that's 2 of Swords. Uncertain. Okay. I guess they just needed me to pull the cards out and clarify how their child felt, how their child feels. Or they just needed to see what's going to happen next or in the future, how their child's going to feel about knowing they were spotted in a picture or a video. The child's indifferent about it. They don't really care. They care less. That's what that means, really. I'm hearing they could take it or leave it. It's not that big of a deal to them. Huh. Man. Hmm. And with the 4 of Cups, I also hear from the father or the mother that has left their relationship and is regretting it. They're with the 4 of Cups. They wish they had chose better, and they wish they had helped raise that child. And they're feeling regret for the fact that the child had to lose out on them being there. That's what I'm getting also from the father or the mother of that child, hearing the way their children feel. They're like, I wish I had chosen better, the 4 of Cups. And then the 5 of Swords is like, uh it's like, win or lose, they should have chose to stay with the child or done better. Chose better. I'm hearing chose better, or included that child into their family, been there for the child. That's what I'm getting. But it's too late. There's like, well, this is a battle they're not going to win because the child is already in the position of being indifferent. There's nothing they can do. They just wishing they could have done better. Okay, let me get off here. It's 1:48. Maybe I'll channel this energy again. Okay. How's your? I'm hearing. You need to hear how your pet feels about someone that has passed away coming around your pet. Okay, that's okay. Okay, how's your pet feel about the person that has passed away? The spirit that is interested in you romantically. How's that person feel about how's the pet? I mean, come on now. How does the pet feel about the person, the ghost person? Is there a card? Oh, Oh. Some of you, your pets might feel lonely, isolated, and by themselves, and so this is why this person is entertaining or near your pet. Your pet may feel alone, or this person may feel like your pet feels isolated. So your pet may feel isolated. Oh, that's sad. It's kind of like sadness. So it's a Five of Pentacles. This person goes around your pet because they don't want your pet to feel isolated or alone. Or this person feels isolated and alone, so they come around your pet. Oh, okay. Well, maybe they feel some of your pets are isolated and alone, so they feel like is they feel the same energy as your pet, so they come around your pet. Okay. Or maybe this person feels isolated and alone, and so your pet is like a soothing to them. So if you're suddenly feeling like you need to buy a pet, uh, it may be that person an energy was egging you on to buy a pet for them. That pet might really be for um, the love interest that's or a family member that's sitting around your house just lonely because they know that they can't really communicate with you um, the way they used to in person, and they wish they had communicated with you in person, but the time they had with you, they didn't cherish it. So now the communication is way more difficult than it was in flesh. So it's kind of like your pet is a relief. Wow. All right. So I want to say, how does this person feel about your pet? Because we asked about how the pet feels, right? How does this person feel about your pet? How does this person feel about your pet? Oh wow, that came out quick. Oh, gives them strength. That's pretty cool. I mean, this makes sense. It gives them strength to move on, to live on, and wow, it just gives them strength. Look at this. Someone petting, of all of all things to show me, it's someone petting a a lion is the your pet gives them strength. Wow, a pet. How how many of these? Hold up. How many of these cards have pets in them? Okay, I see a rabbit here, but that's that's not someone petting a rabbit. That's just a rabbit sitting on her lap. Oh, excuse me. Let's see. Yeah, not many pets are in this. There's a falcon, but it's on someone's arm. He's not petting it. Horses, but he's riding them. This is a dragon, but he's taking the chain off of it. Okay, that is not petting it. But then we get a card of someone trying to tame or having strength to tame a lion. But it's kind of like they're sitting, like it's their pet. It gives them strength. That's nice. That's nice. So your pets are a source of strength for the people in the spiritual world, but also in the living. Some of you are in relationships where your pet could be a source of comfort for your child. Could be for your child or for you if you're single. Your pet could be a source of strength as well uh, for you and your child. Or if you're in a toxic relationship, you may end up getting a pet and showing that pet some emotional, uh, some loving, like um, who's a good boy, who's a good girl, whatever, that type of saying, trying to, but, your pet is going to hug you, lick on you, kiss you, versus dealing with, just trying to forget about this. So your pets are a good source of strength. That's what I'm getting. Okay. All right. So I'm done here. I think I've clarified everything I've seen. I want to now chase your love. I deserve you. I deserve you. Only you. Okay. One more card. And then I'm done here. 5555. When I saw. Okay. 10 of Cups. Support. Okay. 10 of Cups. I'm going to put these away because that's too many. I don't feel like going through. I said I wanted one card. Now I got to go through a whole new story. It's talking about that. That's the card of home and support, emotional support, going back home to family, going back home to someone you really love and care about, making a home with someone, buying a home with someone, living with someone that you really care about. Because we go from being suddenly peace of mind to a home with other people or someone else, a home, a family. I want to now chase your love. I deserve you, only you. And then what clarified it was home. Someone wants to be with you, live with you, or this person could be in spirit. They could be in your home, living with you. Someone that you used to be intimate with. You may have had a child together before they passed. They're now in your home, living with you, because you are an emotional source to them, and they wish they had chosen you in the flesh. But in the land of the living, there's someone that's going to choose better, or just go back home where they're happier. It's possibly with family and friends, okay? Because this is toxic. Okay, I'm done now. I really am done. I'm going to go to next reading, okay? Thanks for watching.